This afternoon, we're going to just take a quick look at Bill Bauer's OE drive shaft for his Roadrunner. It's 7290 series Dodge or Chrysler. It's the OE joint style. Swedge down tubing here, and it's 3¼ inch diameter in the middle. So let's watch the indicator here. Matt shared with me that when he dropped it off, that this has had some vibration problems, constantly swirling around in its history. And so let's see if we can get to the bottom of what's going on here. So you can see I've got it marked plus 50 right there. So watch the indicator. It's going to come back. Here's a 0. One trip around the dial here on this indicator is 50 thousandths. And for a yardstick, 5 thousandths is tolerable. And at 5 thousandths, I would shrink it down to 2. So spinning it, spinning it, spinning it, spinning it. It's going to come into view. It actually spikes a little bit. It's probably more like 60 thousandths. But, so this is in the area where the rub mark was. Something's rubbed on this at one point. Tailpipe, muffler, dry shaft loop. Not sure what occurred here. But there's something was definitely rubbed on it. And what happens, it creates a hot spot. It puts a yank in the tubing. This is the neck down stuff. Back in the day when they produced these things by the hundreds of thousands, Dodge, Chrysler. And GM did it too. They bought neck down tubing. And so they'd buy ends that had a smaller hub on them. They'd save 50 cents. You know, I mean, we don't do things that way now. So that's what you got going on. That's a lot of your run out issue there. I have no problem believing that this thing was shaking like a hay baler in a car. It would do that. 50 thousandths is over 10 times more than we would allow. And you can see, I've been down it, it's 40 thousandths there, and it tapers off down to that end. The slip yoke here has had some carnage. The cap is missing out of the end. And the end of it, this end of it here, is like gnawed off and turned blue, like where my thumbnail is on this one here, and has got a big wear spot in it where it was running eccentrically, and it has done some damage. So I think that this is a good thing to keep with the car. The key word here is keep with the car and run a new assembly that's made 1350. This is a strange slip yoke for the 833 4-speed and the 727. This 1350 series U-joint. Superior in every way. It's under Matt's car. It's under Gary's Barracuda, the Hemi Barracuda that he just built. It's hands down, head and shoulders better than what this stuff ever was. All the 7290 series stuff and 7260 series stuff that I see is similar to this. And the 1350 series stuff, and I've done dozens and dozens of these cars in all brands over to 1350 series for, you know, people that are driving their cars, not looking at them. Then, you know, they want to go burn rubber and go to the drag strip. That's the end all right there. That's the way to go. Never see them break. Out of all of the cars that I've ever done, and it's a lot, I've never had one come back other than for an alteration because a guy changed the transmission or he made some other changes to the car, but not ever broken. And you'll drive that car as much as you ever want. You'll never put U-joints in it. Those things are the best U-joints on the road. So I always want to make something that's reliable and safe, and that's the way to go right there. So that's my recommendation.